Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play the second game of a doubleheader from April 30th, 1961 against the Cleveland Indians. It's game number 14 of the season and Carl Yastrzemski's rookie season using inside pitch baseball. The Red Sox are currently struggling at 3-10. In the actual season, they were 7-6 coming into this, so they're 4 games behind their pace there. We've hit a little bit of a tough road early on, and so is Carl Yastrzemski. So Carl Yastrzemski coming into this game in the actual season. Let me bring that up for a second. Actually, let's look at his stats so far this year. So far this year, actually I can't do that until I get to his at bat. But when I get to his at bat, I'll show you that. But actually, coming into this game, Yastrzemski was hitting 368. I'm sorry, 268. Yeah, he was hitting 268 coming into this game. So we'll check it out and see what he's hitting now. He's hitting much below that one. He's hitting like around 200 right now, maybe even a little bit below. So he's been struggling a bit so far. But the bats are starting to come alive a little bit. Where it's hit is got a few home runs. Pumpsy Green. Geiger's hitting pretty well. So that's starting to come around. It's our pitching that's our real story so far. That's been the issue. So anyway, so game 2 of the doubleheader from April 30th, 1961. Win Hawkins is on the mound for the Indians, and in 1961 he had a record of 7-9 with an ERA of 4.06, 1 save, 133 innings pitched, 139 hits allowed, 58 walks, and 51 strikeouts. So the Red Sox lineup against Hawkins is as follows. Chuck Schilling, the second baseman, bats first. Gary Geiger, the center fielder, second. Carl Yastrzemski, left fielder, bats third. Batting cleanup is Vic Wertz, the first baseman. Batting fifth, Pete Reynolds, the third baseman. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Lou Clinton. Batting seventh, Jim Pagliarone, behind the plate, Pags. Batting eighth, Pumpsy Green, the shortstop. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Gene Connolly. So Schilling is hitting 269 with a RBI. So he's hitting about his average. He hit 259 for the actual season. So behind Hawkins is Francona, Pearsall, and Kirkland. Pearsall, an excellent defender out there. Excellent range. Francona, average range. Kirkland, a little bit above average range. Overall, arrow-wise, pretty well for all three of them. Pearsall and Kirkland have the best arms, above average arms. Francona a little bit below average. In the infield, it's Phillips, Held, Temple, and Power. Phillips, Held, and Temple are below average range, with Held committing the most errors and Temple, he commits quite a few. Power at first is excellent range and very sure-handed. Behind the plate is Romano, is above average range, will commit a good share of errors and has an above average arm. And Hawkins on the mound has above average range, will commit a ton of errors, so if it's hit to him, he's probably going to bobble it or something, and has an error check. And he has average hold rating, as he doesn't have a number after it, so it's 0, so it's average hold rating. So all right, so Hawkins looks in for the sign from Romano. Schilling in the box. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he'll ground out the Phillips at third for out number 1. Next up is Gary Geiger, hitting 308 with 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. Only hit 232 in the actual season. So he's outperforming so far. Overperforming. And he'll line up the short for out number 2. All right, now let's look at Yastrzemski here. Yastrzemski, as I said, was hitting 268 in the actual season at this point. He's hitting 180, just 182 with no homers and no runs batted and no stolen bases. He has scored 5 runs. So he's in a slow start. So hopefully starting today he can get himself out of that. We'll see how he can do here. So here's the pitch by Hawkins. And it's going to be a range play at Cleveland State, and this could be good. And it will be. Kyle Yastrzemski goes deep for his first home run of the season. So only a 20% chance on that roll, and he gets it. So Yastrzemski gets a home run, his first home run and RBI of the season. So maybe this will get him off his schneid there and get him out of his slump. So a good start for Yastrzemski and the Red Sox as Yastrzemski goes deep with a solo home run to put the Red Sox on the board 1-0. Next up is Dick Wertz. He homered in yesterday's game, hitting .235 with 4 homers and 6 runs batted in. So he's displaying some early power. Average a bit low so far. See if they can go back-to-back here. And he'll draw a walk. So Hawkins shaken up a bit by Yastrzemski's homer. So that'll bring up Pete Reynolds. Pete Reynolds hitting .275 with 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. And he avoids getting hit by the pitch and fights it off for a single. Wertz holds at second. So runners on first and second with 2 outs for Lou Clinton. Lou Clinton making his first at bat of the season. He only had 51 in the actual season. He hit .255 with 3 runs batted in, getting a start today in right. See if he can keep the rally going. And he will. He'll draw a walk. So bases loaded with 2 down. Already 1 run in on the Yastrzemski homer. As Romano goes out the top to Hawkins. Tries to settle him down. He's back behind the plate. And Jim Pagliarone up now. He's hitting .250 with a homer and 4 runs batted in. See if he can knock in some more runs for the Red Sox. Ooh, and it's going to be an error check. And that's going to be a ground ball to Phillips. He'll handle it clean though and throw it to Power at first to retire the side. The Red Sox can do nothing with the bases loaded and 2 down, but they do get the home run by Yastrzemski, his first of the season. And the Red Sox lead at 1-0 going into the bottom of the first. So Gene Conley's had a rough go of it so far. He's pitched just 2 innings and given up 6 runs, 8 hits allowed, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. I believe those runs were in relief, but I'm not sure. He could have had a start. Anyway, because the Red Sox starters have not been good. Yeah, I think that was a start. So, in actuality, he had an 11-14 record with a 4.90 ERA. Let's see if he can have a good outing this time. So he'll face Johnny Temple, the second baseman, batting first. Tito Francona, who homered in yesterday's game, bats, and the first game of the doubleheader, bats second. Jimmy Pearsall, the center fielder, bats third. Batting cleanup is Willie Kirkland, the right fielder. Vic Power, the first baseman, bats fifth. Woody Held, the shortstop, bats sixth. Bubba Phillips is a third baseman, batting seventh. Behind the plate, John Romano, number 8 hitter. And on the mound batting ninth is Willie Hawkins. So Temple, 276 hitter on the season with 3 homers and 30 runs batted in. Oh, and he's got a possibility of a home run. He's going to have to hit that 1, though. So he's got a 5% chance. And just the opposite. It ends up being a 19. But he will fight it off for a single. So leadoff runner is on for the Indians. Brings up Francona. Francona, a 301 hitter in 1961 with 16 homers and 85 runs batted in. And he's going to ground run it to first. This will advance the runner as the only play for Wertz is to first. And he'll take it himself. So Temple now in scoring position with 1 down. Brings up Pearsall. Pearsall had a good day yesterday. He was 3 for 4 yesterday, hitting .322 with 6 homers and 40 runs batted in. And it's going to be a range play at Cleveland Stadium. And Schilling won't be able to get to that one. Normally sure-handed, but he's unable to get to that one. And that will score the tying run. So the Indians quickly tie up the game. The Red Sox lead was short-lived. So it looks like they're going to have Kirkland bunt. Interesting strategy out of the 4-hole. Huh? Perhaps trying to catch the Red Sox off guard. And the Red Sox are able to handle that one. They throw out Pearsall. So that was an unsuccessful bunt by Kirkland. So he'll reach on the fielder's choice. So a runner on first with 2 down. 1 run already in. Big power up now. Hit .250 with an RBI. Actually, for the actual season, .268 hitter with 5 homers and 63 runs batted in. Because as I've said before, these Cleveland stats are not up to date. Only the Red Sox stats are up to date because Inside Pitch does not have an AI. So you would have to play every single game, just like I'm playing now, to have totally accurate stats here. But we're just going to go with the actual stats. The Red Sox stats are accurate, are up to date. It's just that it would take like probably a couple months to get up to this point in the season. And that would take forever to do this replay. So we're just going to go with the Red Sox stats in Kyle Yastrzemski's career. So Vic Power comes up with 2 outs and a runner on first. And he'll fly out to center to end the inning. So Cleveland's able to get the run back, and after 1 full, it's 1-1. So it'll be Green, Connolly, then top of the order Schilling up against Wynn. Green comes in hitting .239 with 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. And he'll draw the leadoff walk. So Hawkins has already walked 3 Red Sox batters. So has some early control problems here. See if the Red Sox can capitalize this. Gene Connolly up now, and we're going to have, let's see what Connolly hit. Connolly is a .219 hitter with 2 homers and 8 runs, so we're going to have him hit away. He's a pretty good hitting pitcher. Oh, and just misses that single. Oh, that would have been nice. Instead, he's going to hit into a fielder's choice. Green is forced out at first, and Schilling and Connolly will reach on the fielder's choice. Just missed that single. That would have been nice. So that'll bring up Schilling, 0 for 1 in the day. Power holding on Connolly, although he's not a threat to go anywhere. That's going to be a range play. And that's going to be a base hit. Oh, no, it's not. As it's a range check, and Pearsall will get to it. So Pearsall with a great play there. Saved the single, at least. So Geiger up now. He's 0 for 1 in the day. And Geiger's going to double to right field. They're going to have to hold Connolly as he's a slow runner. So Yastrzemski with an opportunity here to put the Red Sox back in the lead. He's already homered today. Let's see what he can do here. And he will ground out to Phillips at third to end the inning. So the Red Sox cannot capitalize. And it's 1-1 going headed to the bottom of the second. So it'll be Held, Phillips, and Romano up against Connolly. Now, game now tied at 1. Held hit .267 with 23 homers and 78 runs batted in. So a lot of power in the Indians lineup. Thankfully he's not a lefty. Because that could have been, no, actually it wouldn't have been. It would have been a 15, would have been too high of a roll. But he'll ground out to green at short for out number 1. Next up, Bubba Phillips, also a power threat. Hit 264 with 18 homers and 72 runs batted in. And he'll ground out to third for out number 2. Brings up the catcher, Romano. Romano hit 299 with 21 homers and 80 runs batted in. So a very good hitting catcher. It's going to be a range check at Cleveland Stadium. Ooh, and this could be bad. But it's not.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink.
So that one was hit to the warning track in center field. But Geiger is able to make the catch to retire the side. So ahead to the top of the third, game tied at 1. Wirtz will lead it off. He walked his first time up against Hawkins. One of 3 walks Hawkins has given up on the day. And he grounds out to third for out number 1. So Reynolds singled his first time up. Oh, and he might, nope, he does not go deep. That number is way too high. 1 and 2 would have been a home run. Instead, he'll line out to second for out number 2. So 2 quick outs in the Red Sox third. Brings up Lou Clinton. Walked in his first at bat of the season. Plate appearance. And he'll ground out to Reynolds at third. At Phillips at third to retire the side. So we'll head to the bottom of the third. It'll be Hawkins, Temple, and Francona up against Conley. Hawkins, poor hitting pitcher, hit just 108 with an RBI and 37 at-bats. And Conley strikes him out for his first K of the day. So it'll bring up Temple. Temple singled and scored to tie the game at 1. And he'll fly out to right for out number 2. So that brings up Francona 0 for 1. And he'll fly out to Geiger to end the inning. So after 3 full, it's still 1-1. Pags will open up the inning here for the Red Sox in the top of the 4th. 0 for 1 in the day. And Temple won't be able to get to this one. And Pags will have himself his first hit of the day. So leadoff single for the Red Sox. Brings up Pumpsy Green, who walked his first time up. And he'll walk back. He'll walk Green again. So 4th walk of the day by Hawkins. As Romano goes out to talk to Hawkins, the manager comes out too, saying they wanted to throw strikes and let the defense play. So first 2 runners on, first and second for Conley. Conley not a very good bunter here anyway, so we're just going to have him hit away. And it's going to be a range check at Cleveland Stadium, so we'll see what this is. A ballpark check at Cleveland Stadium. And he's going to fly out to Pearsall in center. Runners cannot advance. So 1 down now. And runners on first and second for Schilling. 0 for 2 on the day. Boyd's getting hit. And fights one off and flies out to center. So it'll be up to Geiger if the innings continue. He's doubled his last time up. See if he can put the Red Sox ahead here. And he cannot, as he lines out to short to end the inning. So the Red Sox get the first 2 runners on, but cannot capitalize. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1. It'll be Pearsall, Kirkland, and Power. So Conley with a much better outing than his first outing. Pearsall had an RBI single his first time up to put to tie the game at 1 after the home run by Yastrzemski. Oh, this is going to be a 6-5. So that is going to be a triple. So Pearsall singled his first time up, and now he triples. So leadoff triple. So the tying run the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Brings up Kirkwood. He's 0 for 1. Oh, and it's going to be back-to-back triples. So back-to-back triples. RBI triple for Kirkland. Puts Cleveland on top. As Pags goes out the top to Connolly. There's going to be a range play at Cleveland Stadium. And Yastrzemski makes a great catch here. But Yastrzemski was turned around, so Kirkland will tag up and score easily. So an RBI, a sacrifice fly for Power puts Cleveland on top now 3-1. So the Red Sox once again in a hole after taking an early lead are unable to hold it. So action in the Red Sox pen. So Tracy Stallard starts loosening up. Also Chet Nichols. And he'll ground out to Connolly for out number 2. That'll bring up Bubba Phillips to 0 for 1. And that'll be a 2-out base hit for Phillips. So that brings up Romano 0 for 1. And that'll be a base hit. Romano will advance to second on the throw to third. So that brings up Hawkins. Conley really needs to limit the damage here to 2 runs. They're going to let him pitch to him. Pinky Higgins is. And they strike him out. But Cleveland scores 2. And takes the lead 3-1 after 4.5. I'm actually after 4. So Yastrzemski up now. He's 1 for 2. Hit a solo home run his first time up. And he'll fly out to Francona and left for out number 1. So Hawkins now with a 2-run lead. Brings up Wirtz. Walked his first time 0 for 1 with a walk. And Powers is able to get to it. Flips it over to Hawkins for out number 2. So Reynolds up now with 2 outs and the base is empty. 1 for 2 on the day. Look at himself, a 2-out base hit. So it'll bring up the tying run of Luke Clinton. 0 for 1 with a walk. And he strikes out swinging. Oh, actually, it's a called third strike. He didn't actually go around. So halfway through, it's Cleveland on top, 3-1. Conley back out there again. He'll face top of the order Temple, Francona, and Pearsall. And he grounds out the Schilling for out number 1. Francona 0 for 2 today. Homer in yesterday's game. Oh, and he's going to have an opportunity here. No, not quite. Had to be a 1 through 5. It's a 7, so he will not have an opportunity. Wouldn't have got it on his roll either. So he'll fly out to Yastrzemski and left for out number 2. Pearsall having a good day. Had an RBI single his first time up and tripled and scored his last at bat. This time, Conley gets him to ground out to Schilling. And Cleveland goes in order in the 5th. So we'll head to the 6th with the Red Sox down by 2. Bottom third of the order, Pagaroni, Green, and Conley. It's going to be a range play. And Held's able to get to it. Fires over to Power. And to retire Pagaroni, who was a slow runner. So that brings up Green. He's walked twice today. Does not walk this time. Instead flies out. And that's going to be it for Hawkins. He is eligible for the win. Pitches 5 2/3 innings. And they did not use a reliever in the actual game, so we'll see who the computer picks. We have Green, a switch hitter. Actually, it's Conley up now, so it's a righty. Do we pinch hit for Conley? I think we're going to have to pinch hit for Conley. So they're going to bring in, they bring in Stigman. Let's go with who the computer picked. So Stigman, 2-5 record, 4.64 ERA, 64 innings pitched, 65 hits, 24 walks, and 48 strikeouts. And I think we are going to pinch hit for. No, we're going to let him hit. We're going to let him. He's still got a lot of gas left. Red Sox bullpen has not been the greatest, so we're going to leave him in. Only a 2-run deficit. And he'll strike out. So we go to the bottom of the 6th with Cleveland up 3-1. Kirkland will lead it off. He's 1 for 2 with a triple, an RBI triple, when Cleveland had back-to-back triples with Pearsall and Kirkland. And he lines out the Green at short for out number 1. Power up now, 0 for 1 with an RBI. And he grounds out to Green. So Green handles the first 2 putouts. That'll bring up Held 0 for 2. And it's going to be a ballpark at Cleveland Stadium. And that will be a ground out to Schilling at second. So the Indians go in order in the 6th. And we'll head to the 7th. The Red Sox down by 2. Top of the order, Schilling, Geiger, and Yastrzemski up against Stigman now. Schilling 0 for 3 on the day. And he gets his first hit of the day. So Schilling on with a leadoff single brings up Geiger. 1 for 3 with a double. And they're going to go with a hit and run here. See if they can get something going here. It's going to be a ballpark card. Ooh, and this could be good. And Geiger will get a second double. They're going to hold Schilling at third with nobody out. So tying run in scoring position for Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski with another opportunity to get some RBIs. Oh, and Yastrzemski could. Oh, man, just a little too high there. That would have been, he would have had a 60% chance there if that would have been a 1-6 roll, but it's not. Let's see if he can still capitalize. And he can. Yastrzemski homers in the first, now triples and knocks in 2 to tie the game. So Yastrzemski has all 3 Red Sox RBIs. He gets himself an RBI triple. Still nobody out. As Romano goes to talk to Stigman. Wow. Yastrzemski having a big day. And they're going to leave Stigman in to pitch to Wirtz, but lefty on lefty. And he pops out to second for out number 1. So the first out of the 7th finally. Pete Reynolds up now, and that, Pete Reynolds is a lefty too, so they're going to let Stigman pitch to him. And he strikes him out. He doesn't strike out that often, but he does this time. So they're going to see if he can get the final out here. Lou Clinton, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he gets him to fly out to Francona. The Red Sox score 2 on a 2-run triple by Yastrzemski, whereas all 3 Red Sox runs today. So Yastrzemski has come out of it, his slump to start his career in a big way with 2 hits and 3 trips with a homer and a triple. We're going to let Connolly come and pitch another inning. So it's going to be Phillips Romano in the pitcher's spot for the Indians. Now a new game tied at 3. And he'll strike out Phillips. So Connolly seems to have settled in. So Romano up now, 1 for 2. And Romano will draw the walk. So they're going to pinch hit for Stigman. And they did not use a pinch hitter. Walt Bond came into play, right? But let's check out Walt Bond's stats here. And just a 170. Yeah, we'll let Walt Bond hit. He had 52 at bats, so Walt Bond will come in to pinch hit. 173 hitter with 2 homers and 7 runs batted in. Oh, just a little too high here. That would have been a 1 to 11 would have been a home run. Instead, it's a 15. And he's going to ground into a 6-4-3 double play. So Conley's able to get out of it. Let's see here for Cleveland. Who are they going to pick for reliever? So they have a righty and a switch hitter. Not really a safe situation here. What inning is it? It is the top of the 8th. I guess they could bring in Frank Funk. He pitched in the first game of the doubleheader, though, so and he got a save. So I think he got a save. So let's just see who else they pick. It's a non-save situation, even though quite frequently they did. And they picked him again. So we're just going to go with it. They picked him twice. So Funk comes in. Got his first save in the first game of the doubleheader. Pitched an inning in the 3rd. He's going to be asked to pitch possibly 2 innings here. So Pagaroni 1 for 3 on the day. And he gets Pag swinging. So Green will be batting from the left side against Funk. Green is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And he'll ground out the power at first for out number 2. So Gene Connolly, I think he's going to be lifted here. Still got a lot of gas in the tank, though. I just don't trust that bullpen. Hey, we're going to let Connolly hit for himself. And he'll get a base hit. So Connolly, not a bad base runner either. We'll leave him in the run. So Connolly gets a 2-out base knock. So Schilling with it. So he represents the go-ahead run. Schilling 1 for 4 with a run scored. this could be too high. That split roll just a little too high. But he'll get the single as Connolly holds it second. Let's see who we have for base runners here. Again, not that much of an improvement, only a 1 improvement, so we're going to let Connolly stay in. And Geiger, who's having a good day, 2 for 4 with a couple of doubles and a run scored, has a chance to put the Red Sox ahead. Oh, but he strikes out. So the Red Sox cannot get the go-ahead run in. Connolly will be in here in the bottom of the 8th, trying to keep it a 3-3 game. Ooh, 5-3. And he'll ground out to Wirtz at first. Takes it to the bag himself for out number 1. Tito Francona, 0 for 3. And he lines out to Green at short. So 2 quick outs in the Cleveland 8th. Brings up Pearsall, 2 for 3 with an RBI triple. With a triple. Scored a run. I don't think that was he was the first one to hit a triple. It was back-to-back triples by Pearsall and Kirkland. So that was not an RBI triple. Oh. But he will fly out to Clinton in right. Makes the catch. Too tired the side. See Yastrzemski. Yes, we will. So Yastrzemski has all 3 Red Sox RBIs, having a great day today. Homered in the first and hit a triple. So 2 for 4 with triple, a homer, a run scored, and 3 runs batted in. So can Yastrzemski be the hero here against Funk? And not enough for a walk there. No, he'll go round out to Power. Takes it to the bag himself for out number 1. So Vic Wirtz up now. He's capable of hitting a long ball. 0 for 3 with a walk. And it's a foul ball. And he'll ground out to Temple for out number 2. So Pete Reynolds, 2 for 4. Action in the Red Sox pen. And that's going to be a base hit and an error. So Clinton with a chance here. 0 for 3. Do we want a pinch hit for him? I think we do. Let's see. I think we're going to pinch hit for Clinton here. So who else do we have that can play right field? Oh, yeah, Jackie Jensen. Yes. Says he's all right. So we're going to bring in Jackie Jensen. He's a better defender also. So we're going to bring in Jackie Jensen, the pinch hit for Clinton, who was 0 for 3. So Jackie Jensen with a chance to be the hero here. Hitting .311 on the year with a homer and 8 runs batted in. Red Sox dugout isn't. Ooh, Frank Funk though. Ooh, he's in the red, so we're gonna take him out. And we can't bring in Allen. He's a lefty, so. That keeps going Allen. If it picks him one more time, I'm going to go with him. Does. Allen's the choice. Third time's the charm. Pitched in yesterday's game. Pitched 1 2/3 effectively, so yeah, that's what his manager was thinking. 3-2 record with 3 saves, 3.73 ERA, 82 innings pitched, 96 hits allowed, 42 walks and 35 strikeouts. 42 strikeouts and 35 walks. I hate when they do that. I wish they would put the balls first. It's usually what you see. Okay. So Jensen steps into the box. Chance to be the hero here. Pinch hitting. Oh, no. And he's going to come through and hit a double. So Jackie Jensen with an RBI double. Puts the Red Sox ahead. So a clutch hit by Jackie Jensen. Coming off the bench. Red Sox could use an insurance run here. Pagliarone 1 for 4. So Allen coughs up the go-ahead double. Go ahead run. Kirkland flies out. Do we need to do it? I think we do here. I think that is an unearned run. Yeah, that run that allowed him to get in a scoring position, the error, so that is unearned. So we'll leave that like that. Alright, so we're not going to let Conley finish it out here. We are going to bring in the closer. So Mike Fornelez, he's had a rough start, but we're going to bring him in anyway. Oh, we get a lefty with Kirkland. Kirkland's... Oh, boy. I think we'll bring in Fornelez. He was our main closer. We still have confidence in him, even though he's had a rough start. 0-2, 17.03. All right, here we go. We're going to have a quick hook on him as soon as we get a base runner around. So Kirkland 1 for 3 with a triple and an RBI. Oh, just misses the strikeout. Oh, does not get the call. But he does get him to fly out to Geiger for out number 1. All right, good. There we go. We get the leadoff runner. Good start for Fornelez. Again, he has confidence up here. Power up now. 0 for 2 with an RBI. No, it doesn't get a K. Power does not strike out against right-handed pitching. But he does fly out to Jensen and right, who came on to pinch hit and has the hero so far. Oh, YASTRZEMSKI actually is the player of the game, but Jensen is the hero, has the game-winning RBI so far. If go-ahead run, we'll see. So Fornelez just needs to get one more out, but he's going to have to face Woody Held, who is capable of going deep. He's got 23 home runs on the season. See what he does here. We'll need one more out. Oh, cannot get that strikeout. Just misses it. Cannot get the call from the umpire. Instead, fights it off for a single. So the Indians not dead yet. Ugh. Fornelez is furious as he thought he had a strikeout to end the game. So Bubba Phillips up now. Bubba Phillips is dangerous. He has 18 home runs. He had a home run in the first game. As Pagliaroni goes out to try to settle him down. So just need one more out here. Oh, it's going to be off the batter's card. And this will do it. As he flies out to YASTRZEMSKI, the Red Sox take the second game of the doubleheader 4-3. Thanks to a great day by Kyle YASTRZEMSKI. So we'll go to the box here. So the Red Sox are victorious and a big day from YASTRZEMSKI. Let's go over the pitching first. So Conley gets his first win, 1-0. 8 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 3 runs, all of them earned. A walk and 3 strikeouts. So Conley with a good outing there. Fornelez gets his first save. That was just 1 hit and 1 inning pitched. Hawkins does not get a decision. Pitches 5 2/3 innings, allowing just 5 hits and 1 run. So he had a good quality start there. Did walk 4, so he had a little bit of control issue, and it did allow the home run to YASTRZEMSKI. Stigman 1 1/3, 3 hits allowed, 2 runs. Frank Funk 1 2/3 gets the loss, 3 hits and 1 run allowed. And Bob Allen, who gave up the game-winning hit to Jensen, pitches a third of an inning, allowing 1 hit. Hit a big one to pinch hit, double for Jensen, knocking in the go-ahead run. So for the Red Sox, Chuck Schilling 2 for 5 with a run scored. Gary Geiger 2 for 5 with a run scored, 2 doubles. YASTRZEMSKI MVP of the day, 2 for 5 with a run scored and 3 runs batted in, a homer and a triple. Wirtz was a 2-run triple actually. Wirtz 0 for 4 with a walk. Pete Reynolds 3 for 5 with a run scored. Lou Clinton 0 for 3 in his first start, did get a walk. And Jackie Jensen, the big hit of the day, 1 for 1 with an RBI double, knocking in Reynolds. Pagaroni 1 for 5, Pumpsy Green 0 for 2 with a couple of walks, and Gene Conley was 1 for 4. For the Indians, Johnny Temple 1 for 4 with a run scored. Francona Tito was 0 for 4. Pearsall 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI at a triple. Kirkland 1 for 4 with a triple, run scored and an RBI. Vic Power 0 for 3 with an RBI. Woody Held 1 for 4. Phillips 1 for 4. Romano 1 for 2 with a walk. Hawkins 0 for 2. And while pinch hitting, Walt Bond was 0 for 1. So that is it, as the Boston Red Sox are able to defeat the Cleveland Indians and go to now 4-10. So they're able to get a game back, as they did lose this game 10-1 in actuality. So they're just 3 games behind their pace. They were 7-7, 3-10. Let's see if they can get another win tomorrow. I believe they're facing the Cleveland Indians again. Game 3 of the series. Could be wrong on that one, as there are a lot of 2-game series. But join us tomorrow. We'll find out. Well, the next game, game number 15 of the Kyle Yastrzemski series. So Kyle Yastrzemski with a big day. Average now up to 204. But more importantly, he had a home run, a triple, and knocked in his first 3 runs of his career. So an excellent day. Definitely game of the year so far. Game of his career so far in his young career. So let's see what Yastrzemski can do in his next game. So take care. God bless. Bye-bye now.